today is Super Bowl Sunday, and I thought, why not a little touched up to stay home and watch the game and the Bad Bunny performance while still keeping it very natural and not full glam. So I'm going to show you guys my makeup routine that I like to wear when I'm staying in and not going out places. This is going to be a very minimal look, so just an FYI. So not only is this going to be a very minimal look, we're gonna really emphasize on our natural beauty and our features for this look. So don't mind me, I'm putting a little bit of hair oil in my hair because I just finished doing it. Okay, now the skin is already prepped, and if you haven't prepped the skin yet, now would be the time to pause the video and go do your skin prep. I'm gonna take my Disneyland belly ears to hold my hair back. Now, mind you, we're still going to be using like the typical products you need to put for your base. We're just not going to be wearing like foundation. This look is mainly going to be focusing on concealer, brows, a little bit of an eye look with natural rosy lips and blush and a smidge of contour. But in order to really make sure that blends well and our makeup lasts all day, now would be a good time to prime. Taking my Refi Blur and Hydrate Face Primer in clear, and I'm just gonna warm it up in my hands and then apply all over the skin, and making sure to apply a bit underneath my under eyes. Okay, now for this part, I'm gonna take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Macadamia, and we're just gonna apply a little dot underneath the under eyes, because like I said, this is a very minimal look, so you shouldn't need a lot of products. Now we're just going to take a beauty blender and just blend all that out towards our temple. Do that on the other side. Whatever excess there is, I like to apply to the lids as well. Now I'm going to take my Say Beauty bronzer in the shade Sand, and I'm just going to sculpt underneath my cheekbones. Now, I don't recommend following the exact way I'm contouring slash like bronzing my skin. I'm just following my natural facial structure. Why? This is mainly going to emphasize on our natural beauty. So I like to put it in places where the sun hits the skin or where lighting may hit the skin to really bring some color back into the face. And what I mean by that is, like, I tend to be very pale during the winter time, obviously because there's not a lot of sun. So I like to bring warmth back into the skin as if I had been tanning all year round. And mostly I just blend upwards towards the cheekbones and the center of my cheeks, and then I just blend everything out like normal. Now for this part, I'm gonna take my e.l.f. I had this for a while and I barely started using it, but it's my e.l.f. liquid cream blush in the shade Suave Mauve. Any liquid blush works for this. This is just what I like to use for like a natural look. I'm going to take my brush and just blend that out. I like to use only one dot with this blush because it's very pigmented. And we're just going to smile to kind of see where our cheek starts and ends, and take it upwards. And then whatever excess I have, I like to apply it to my nose. Now we are going to take my Say Beauty Super Suede Radiant Blush Powder in the shade Grazie to go over the cream blush. Now I like to take a powder bronzer to go over the cream to really cover up any patches that were created in the process. Now to add more depth to the eyes and a little bit more of a glam look without feeling too glam, I like to take my Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 palette. I like to take the shade, I believe it's Fundamental. And I take an angled brush and just kind of like apply it to my top waterline. And then I take it a little bit towards the inner corner. And then I tightline. And then I just take my finger to kind of blend it out on the lid. Like so. Like so. And then for this part, I think it's the, I forgot the name of how to pronounce this, but I take this loose setting powder in the shade Resilient, which is translucent, and I just take a little bit of the powder to the back of my hand to remove any excess because we don't want to apply too much. And then I just apply it to my under eyes. And then I apply a smidge to my nose. Anywhere where there's gonna be shine, I like to apply it to. Now, I like to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Perfect Brow Pencil in the shade Soft Brown to fill any sparse areas on my brows, or in my brows. And then I just take the spoolie brush on the other end to blend it out. Now, for this part, we are gonna curl the lashes. I need to get a new curling thing because this is like coming apart. And then I take my Ilia mascara and coat the lashes. Now we're gonna take my Makeup Forever lip liner in the shade Limitless Brown to outline just the top lip. We're gonna make sure we get a good amount of product on there. And then I like to just run my lips together to blend it out. And then we're gonna take my Sephora Rouge Gel Lip Liner in the shade Sink to apply to the center of the lips. Now we are going to set everything with a setting spray. I'm gonna take my One Size Beauty On Till Dawn Mattifying Water Setting Spray to set the look. And that, everyone, is my staying in makeup routine. If you like this video and want to see more like this, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.